Comes into fruition because they're moving on a deck, so it takes a lot of skill and a lot of practice. So that's what we're doing regularly, maintaining our skills and day. What's unique about the ship is the fact that it has two what they call electrical azipods, which means it's a high power electric ship as opposed to a traditional engine driven turbine system. This allows the azipods allow it to spin 360 degrees, which allows a lot of manoeuvrability, and likewise it has what's called a bow thruster. Two of them allows it to move back left and right. That's critical to enable the ship to be in position to be able to do concurrent landing craft operations and helicopter operations. So the guys do a lot of training to make sure no matter what the conditions are, we can do our helicopter operations as well as the landing craft operations. You can imagine the landing craft, if you get the waves go the wrong way, it can become very dangerous. Likewise, if you get the wrong winds up here on the flight deck, it can be very dangerous. So the guys who are the officers and watchers, the Navy officers who are driving the ship, they take a lot of practice and skill to make sure we get in the right position.
Thanks, sir. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the resuscitation area of the hospital. The hospital is designed to provide surgical, advanced resuscitative care and intensive care for patients for up to, we're anticipating potentially several days of holding time before we're able to fly them off. So the facility here provides the primary health care, so general practice type family medicine to all the ship's company and various other people. and then we have aeromedical evacuation and resuscitation capability, as well as operating theatres, which I'll walk you through in a second. So the whole purpose of this is to provide healthcare in case of humanitarian disasters, that sort of thing, major incidents. So the two ways we get patients on board the ship is either via landing craft, so they come in by boat, or we can fly them on in a helicopter. Either way, all the patients will end up coming through this area here, and this is where they'll get resuscitated. So they'll first receive life-saving critical care in this area, and then I'll show you the journey that they go on. So do you have any questions about this part? I'm not sure how much detail you'd like me to go into. I can go into more if you'd like, but do you have any questions about this area? We can add bits in. So for instance, it may well be a general trauma surgeon, an orthopaedic surgeon, an anaesthetist, an intensive care specialist, an emergency medicine doctor, as well as the family medicine doctors and all the other nurses and support staff to make that work. It depends on what we're doing. If we were doing humanitarian outreach type work, we could think about bringing along ear, nose and throat surgeons, or burn surgeons, or whoever else we decided we need. So, but the basic concept is that it's sort of we'll operate on them here, hold them for a period, and then move them to the next level of care. So,
how many operating theatres? Well, that's a perfect segue. The media team from the Malaysian and their team have been asked some very good questions around. A lot of them have got a lot of experience working with militaries, understand it. So it's been a pleasure to walk around. Hopefully you've got some information.
Well, certainly welcome on board HMAS Adelaide, and welcome to Indo-Pacific Endeavour 2017. As I'm sure Lieutenant Colonel Tennis probably told you already, Indo-Pacific Endeavour is an Australian Defence Force joint task group. It's based around 6 ships from the Royal Australian Navy, but across those 6 ships we've got about just over 1,300 members of the Navy, Army and Air Force, as well as defence civilians, all contributing to the effect of this task group deployed throughout the region between the period of September and November this year. The main driver of Indo-Pacific Endeavour is to demonstrate Australia's commitment to maritime security and stability in the region. And we're achieving that through various different ways, through bilateral engagement, multilateral engagement, capacity building with the regions or the countries that we visit, as well as training as well. And certainly being here today for this week in Malaysia is part of that engagement that Australia is having with our region. Certainly our relationship with Malaysia has been long-standing, and it's quite fortuitous that we're here this year. This is the 25th anniversary of our bilateral defence cooperation program, known as the Malaysian-Australian Joint Defence Program, and it's certainly great to be here for that. Now, I'm sure the guys might have told you we engage with Malaysia on a whole variety of different levels. Number one is through our Five Power Defence Agreement arrangement, which we join Singapore, the UK and New Zealand in defending the interests of the peninsula. Working with them, we participate in a number of exercises with them, which some of you, if you've got defence background, will be aware of Bersama Lima, Bersama Shields, which are field training exercises where we go out at sea and do stuff with the other navies. Likewise, we have what's known as command post exercises, which effectively inside tabletop discussions about issues. And those exercises are like Suman Protector and Suman Warrior. And we have some of the Suman Protector people on board as we speak, who I'll be speaking to after this, coming to have a participating building. Clearly our relationship with Malaysia, we have an Air Force and Army presence at the Royal Malaysian Air Force Base at Pelabuhan. We've been there for many years, and it's certainly one of the key pivot points for Australia, extending our relationship with the region. Also part of the task group, we have a biennial exercise we do with the Royal Malaysian Navy called MASTEX, Malaysian-Australian exercise, which one of the ships in my task group, HMAS Adelaide, is currently up in Lamut, and they'll be sailing this week with Malaysian ships to conduct exercises out in the Malacca Straits to get further and deepen our understanding about how our respective navies and defence forces work together. It's all about, Malaysia's a maritime nation, Australia's a maritime nation. We've all got very much common interests in the maritime sphere. And I think we also experience and we also encounter the same sort of threats or issues, I would say, in the maritime domain, whether that be maritime security related stuff, whether it be transnational crime and how we deal with that. And certainly I would stress our response to national disasters. And I think you'd all agree with me that some of the natural disasters that this region's experienced, whether they be tsunamis, earthquakes, typhoons, in this region have been one of the more prevalent threats that we as a collective regional group of nations have had to deal with. And hopefully in your tour today, walking around this ship, the landing helicopter dock HMAS Adelaide, you've got an appreciation of the versatility of what this ship can do in responding to natural disaster events. Some of you may be aware this ship has already been tested in that domain. HMAS Canberra deployed to Fiji last year in response to the tropical cyclone that devastated that country. They were there for 30 plus days delivering aid and support at the request of the Fijian government, and this ship performed extremely well in delivering that task. So similarly, us being up here now, it's a great opportunity for us to certainly show Malaysia what we can do, and bringing Malaysian Defence Force and also government officials on board and come and have a look at what we do is very, very important in sharing our understanding about how we do things, because in a time of need, when the crisis happens, it's too late to sit down at the table and go, right, now what can you do and what can I do? So by having exercised in our engagement with countries like Malaysia, for example, what we're doing this week allows us to have those discussions, so when the crisis happens, we can turn up, we can integrate and cooperate seamlessly and timely such that we can deliver our effect to the people who need it most as quickly as we possibly can. So that just gives you a sort of snapshot of what we're doing here and why we're here. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have, what you've seen today or what we're doing.